Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to lesson number 5 of our Shape It Up series, or Shape It Up class. And I'm going to be using my heart punches, but I'm going to use them in a slightly different way. I'm actually going to make leaves out of them. So here are the 2 punches that I have. This one is from Epiphany Crafts, and it's actually to use with their bubble stickers or their epoxy sticker maker. So I believe this one is about an inch, and then I have this 2 punches from Creative Memories. I actually got this at the Goodwill, and so that's why it has a name that's not mine. But anyways, this one is a 1 1/4 inch punch, and then this is 1 1/2. And then for papers, well, let me show you my pictures first. I have 3 photos here that are cut to that are printed at 4x6, and then my journaling as well. And I have a few just white cardstocks that I plan on using as additional element on my page. And then I have these papers from Bella Boulevard. The reason why I picked this because it has multiple circles, which I can use to make my hearts or my leaves out of. And then here is the back side of that. And then this one is just the pink and the floral. And then there's some stripe ones over here that I can also punch out items from. And then this one is from the minty, it's a Minty Lace, I think is the name of the paper pack, and it's from Die Cuts with a View. The reason why I picked this was because I wanted to make a tree branch that will hold all of my hearts. And then here is a very subtle kind of lacy print I thought would be nice for a background as well. And here are some items for my embellishments and just word stickers. These are all from Bella Boulevard. And just a few more stickers, as you can see. And then this one as well. So like I said, my plan is to make leaves out of the hearts, but also I wanted to make some butterflies, and the hearts will become the butterfly wings. So join me as I create this page. Okay guys, so we are starting off by just cutting down or trimming down our background. I'm using this really pretty lace paper from Die Cuts with a View, and that was cut about 1/8 of an inch smaller than the card base, which is just brown cardstock. And then I am going to kind of move my 3 4x6 photos and seeing where it's going to go. And then I'm going to start making my tree accent with my heart and heart punches in pattern paper. So I turned over this brown paper that has subtle heart design, and I am just kind of sketching out a tree with some branches on there. Just my hand. I mean, if you are not comfortable with sketching out your own tree branch, you can always find a template to use and Google it so you can find a template to use for that. But I just did it freehand because I'm not super concerned of how perfect this tree branch would look, because my thought was that it will be covered with the leaves that were punched out with the heart punch. So here is my tree branch. It's not perfect, but I like how it looked like, so that's gonna go with it. I made sure that the branches kind of were going on the left side of the quote-unquote tree, because that's where the placement of the heart punches would be, or the heart shapes would be. So here I grabbed my 2 heart punch that I'm using. I have the Epiphany Crafts one that is, I want to say, about 1 inch shape of heart, and then I have my 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 heart punches from Creative Memories. And then I love this circle paper from Bella Boulevard because it does have all sorts of designs on those circles, and so I am able to use that, all those
different designs and punch out my shapes. So I'm going to be doing this for a while, and I'm just showing you just a little bit of what I did, and then I'm going to, of course, turn off the video and then just do it off camera. But you can see the gist of what I'm doing, kind of just punching things out. And I wanted to make sure that I don't put colors that are the same too close together in the branches. So I was kind of moving them all over the place and before I adhere them. And so I have the strip of paper from Bella Boulevard as well, and then I'm just punching out a scallop border on one of the strips, and then I'm going to be adding another 1/4 inch strip over that, and that's going to go on the left side of my page. It just needed a little bit more color on there because the left side had a bunch of color because of the tree accent, and so I wanted to be able to do that as well on the right side to create a balance on my page. Just turning that over and making sure that my paper, pattern paper, is centered on my brown cardstock. Then I just had to refill my ATG gun with some new adhesive, and then I'm good to go. And I'm adhering all of my pictures. Now my pictures are true 4x6, and so because my I wanted the whole, or the background, the brown cardstock background, to be seen all the way around, I would overlap those pictures. Now if I really was kind of thinking ahead, I would have just cut out a little piece of that lace background that I know would be shown on the paper instead of cutting the whole 11 by 3/4 piece, but I'm okay with that. There's times where I want to save paper, but there's also times where I think of it how I have so many papers, and if I don't use them up, I will never be, I don't want to say rid of it, but I will never use them up. So I want to make sure that I have the balance of using them up and not worrying about too much about being stingy with them. So here I am, I'm adhering all of the hearts now. I am working with the big ones first because they are the ends of my my tree trunks there, and then I'm going to be just adhering the hearts. Now at first I thought I'd adhere them one by one, like I add adhesive one by one, but then I thought that just takes too long. So what I did was I actually just added a strip of adhesive all next, very close to the edge of the tree trunks, and then I'm pulling out the tree trunks a little bit so that I can tuck in the leaves, and that makes it just the process just faster for me, because then I don't have to put adhesive on each one of these hearts. Instead I just add some adhesive actually on the paper and then tuck that in. It also helps that to make it faster, and also that I don't have to think about too much about the placement of the leaves, just making sure that two colors are not close together. So now that my heart tree is done, I am going to work on my title. And the title will be Families Are Forever, because this is a LDS temple, and we believe in our religion that we can be families forever and not just here on earth. And then I also made that tree to kind of represent our family tree. So I felt like the appropriate title would be that the belief that families are forever. And so I am going to be stamping the word families are with this Allison stamp from Echo Park, and I'm using the apricots ink from American Crafts. And then I'm going to be just fussy cutting all around that the words, and then I'm going to be adhering that over my letter stickers, and these letter stickers are from Bella Boulevard. I like the difference between the kind of flirty calligraphy and then this kind of silly script font of it. I just like the combination of it. It's very different from each other, and so they can go together close because you can see the difference between the two. And I decided that I'm going to adhere that part of my title with some foam adhesive to make it stand out a little bit more. Then I have my journaling strips, and that's going to go on the bottom of my title. And I am just journaling about how we went to the Washington, D.C. temple. I believe it's actually Virginia temple. No, no, Maryland temple, I think. I can't remember. But we just went there when I visited my sister in Virginia. No, I think it is called Washington, D.C. temple, but it's in the Maryland area, I believe. And then I'm just going to be cutting that out and adhering the strips onto the page. Now I started with the very bottom one because I wanted to make sure that my spacings are just right. So. And then here I am going to be working on my butterfly. So I used my 1 1/4 inch heart punch, and I punched out these hearts from pattern paper, and then I just adhered the two ends of it together, and then I will cover that up with just a strip of paper, or sticker actually. Very, very easy and very, very cute. I was so happy at how it turned out, because sometimes you have this idea in your brain and then it doesn't really work out, but this time it did. I have this border sticker that has clouds on there, and I thought that would be appropriate for these butterflies, but I decided it needed a little bit more accent, and so I cut out the top of it into a pennant shape to make it look like it's the antennas of the butterflies. And then I'm going to finish up these butterflies with some of these rhinestones and pearls from Hero Arts. As you can see, I don't have a lot on this pack anymore, and it just makes me feel good to use up this stash. And there are some that are itty bitty, and I don't have nails. I don't like to have long nails, and so I had to use the tip of my scissors to pull that out and adhere it. And then I'm just curling the edges of the butterfly to make it look like it's fluttering and have a little bit more body and movement to it. And then I was just going to place that right onto my page, but then like my pinwheel from the last lesson, it was kind of it wasn't standing out as much as I want, and so I'm going to be punching out just a scallop circle with my vellum here, and then I'm going to tuck that in between the butterfly and the paper. Decided to add my butterflies with some foam adhesive to make that stand out just a little bit more. Then trimming off the edges, of course. And I adhere the vellum with just some adhesive in the center of it, so because you're not going to be able to see that with my butterfly on the top of it. And then I decided, okay, so I have my journaling and my photos and my title. Now it's time to kind of fill up some of the spaces with some stickers, and I have the 12 by 12 sticker sheet from Bella Boulevard, and that's what I'm going to be using to just fill out some of that empty spaces in my photo, and also fill up the top right side of my page looked a little bit lonely, and so I'm going to be adding a few stickers there as well. And I believe that's going to finish my page. So if you have any questions, make sure that you leave that in the comment section below. And I look forward to hearing what you guys think of using your heart punches in this kind of different way on the layout. And I will see you guys in lesson 6.